You mean to tell me the most influential digital fashion creator in the entire world can't get an invite to the Met Gala, which is showcasing black dandyism, the style he epitomizes? Meanwhile, they invite Emma Chamberlain and Miley Cyrus? Get the actual out of here, dude.
It's the time after the Met Gala and the internet is on fire. People can't stop talking about the wildest moments from last night's event. Like always, there was non-stop buzz leading up to it, but this year, some folks were straight up not impressed. Let's break down all the chatter swirling around one of the most elite and talked about nights in pop culture. Inside the celeb world, the Met Gala always kicks off major debates. People constantly point out how it gives off these eerie Hunger Games type vibes, like a super glam version of the rich showing off while the rest of us watch from the sidelines. But let's get into what the Met Gala actually is. Every year, it's thrown to raise funds for the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute in NYC. And it's no small affair. This is fashion's biggest night, hands down. Stars, designers, and VIPs all pull up to flex their boldest looks while celebrating the opening of the Costume Institute's new fashion exhibit. This year, the theme for the exhibit is super fine tailoring, black style, and it's making a statement. The exhibit, opening to the public on May 10th, takes a deep dive into the history and cultural impact of black dandyism. So the gala wasn't just a glam party, it was a tribute to that theme. Every outfit was expected to match the vibe and show off high-level tailoring inspired by black fashion icons. But here's where things get wild. Getting into the Met Gala, it's not easy at all. This event brings in millions for the museum every year, and the price tag to even step foot inside. In 2024, one ticket costs a jaw-dropping $75,000. Only the biggest celebs make the cut, and most of them get invited through brands, designers, or luxury labels. Regular folks? Forget it. It's exclusive to the max. TikTok and YouTube bought tables at the Met Gala again this year. That's how some influencers have managed to sneak into this ultra-exclusive scene. But in 2025, it was real quiet on that front. Besides Emma Chamberlain, barely any influencers actually made it to the main event. A few showed up to the side parties, but the red carpet? Basically influencer-free. Emma, of course, scored her spot by hosting Vogue's red carpet interviews again, just like she's done before. Now here's where things really stirred up online. People were mad. Not about influencers showing up, but because one major name was missing. Fashion influencer Wisdom Kaye, who's got over 13.5 million TikTok followers, didn't get an invite this year. Fans were shocked, especially since he was one of the best dressed last year. People were seriously hyped to see what he'd bring to the carpet again.
People have been asking me a lot, am I going to the Met Gala? I don't remember where I was literally the other day where somebody was like, oh my God, are you going to the Met Gala? And I remember being like, I don't know. And they were like, haha, you're so funny, I can't wait to see you there. And I literally was like, wait, no, I don't know. Like, they thought I was bull. I literally do not know. This was like last week, so I can understand why they were like, what? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to the Met Gala. I know I went last year, but guys, you have to understand the only reason I went last year was because TikTok literally bought a table, right? I was sitting next to Jack Harlow and Shochu, the CEO of this app. That's the only reason why I went there, because they bought a table. The app that, I make content on bought a table. That was the reason why I went. I did not go because I meet the typical requirements to be somebody at the Met Gala. What does that mean? I think the Met Gala, and I do appreciate you guys, I really do love you guys, but you guys, I think, see me in a different light than, I don't want to say that I know that I undervalue myself a lot. Like, I view myself as nothing most of the time. But I do think in this particular instance, I think you guys definitely put me in a light that I'm not necessarily in.
Wisdom dropped a TikTok where he explained the whole thing. He said last year TikTok invited him because they had a table, but this year, nothing. No invite, no word, just silence. That news hit hard, especially considering the 2025 theme focused on black tailoring and cultural influence. Tons of fans thought he would have embodied that theme perfectly. Videos started flooding in, with fans calling out the Met for not recognizing real fashion voices. People weren't having it. They felt he earned his place, and that his absence was straight up unfair. To make it messier, some people thought Camila from the Bob House was going to the gala too. She had folks fooled. She teased fans by posting on TikTok saying, "Hello Met Gala," the night of the event, and even got caught on video leaving the ultra-fancy Mark Hotel where celebs usually stay. But turns out, she was just playing around. She only hit up the Met-adjacent parties, not the actual gala. Fans felt duped, and the internet lit up with reactions. Staying at the same hotel as Met Gala celebs is a surefire way to stir up attention. And that's exactly what happened with Camila. She was spotted leaving the Mark Hotel, which is the go-to spot for A-listers during Met weekend. Cameras were flashing, videos started circulating, and people thought she was headed straight to the gala. Comment sections blew up with reactions like, "Met Gala lost all respect with this invite." And "Why is she there? They'll let anyone in now." But surprise, she didn't even go to the gala. She was just hitting up the after parties, not the main event. Now let's get into the real drama on the carpet. People had a lot to say when FKA Twigs popped up. Just weeks ago, she pulled out of her Coachella performance last minute, blaming visa issues. And now she's gliding across the Met Gala red carpet looking unbothered. The internet did not let it slide. Trolls were out saying stuff like, "Oh, so now FKA Twigs visa cleared, huh? LMAO." But the plot thickened when Joey King, Barry Keoghan, and Lorde were seen together sharing a quick moment. Vogue posted the clip on TikTok, and fans instantly zeroed in on the tension. See, Barry is Sabrina Carpenter's ex, and Sabrina is super tight with Joey. Like, Joey literally had Sabrina sing at her wedding level of close. So when Barry showed up all smiles, people were convinced Joey was not here for it. TikTok sleuths analyzed every frame, claiming Joey hit him with a deadly side-eye. Comments said things like, "Joey def side-eyed him when he wasn't looking," and "She hates him. She's trying so hard to hide it." But despite the drama, Joey had a huge night. Her outfit was getting tons of praise, which is rare since she usually gets a lot of hate online.
Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Why? I actually love this. I think she really ate this down. Hair's on point. The outfit, I love the Yup, Joey King. I have seen a lot of looks from her, but this is probably my favorite. She came prepared. Yeah, I like it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. This 10 out of 10 is strong. But 9 out of 10, she really did that. No notes.
This time, fans were finally giving her flowers. Honestly, I don't get why Joey King gets so much hate. She's been in a ton of solid movies, especially those childhood classics that hit you right in the feels. Every time she pops up on screen, it's like a little blast of nostalgia. So seeing her finally get some love at the Met Gala, it was a win. Fans were showing her major support for once. But let's get into some serious outfit chaos. Doja Cat's team tried to pull off a big surprise with her look, keeping it fully under wraps until she hit the Met steps. Sounds exciting, right? Well, things didn't go as planned. As she was leaving the hotel, the elevator doors slid open and bam! The whole outfit was revealed way too early. Then came the scramble to get her into the van without exposing more, and it turned into a full-on scene. People online had mixed feelings about the whole situation. Some thought it was way too over the top and said the team was being dramatic for no reason. But hey, it's Doja. She never does anything halfway. Now let's talk about one of the juiciest Met Gala rumors. Anna Wintour supposedly approving everyone's outfits. For years, people believed she gave the green light to every single look before it touched the carpet. But this week, Anna finally clapped back in an interview saying, "That's just not true." A lot of folks weren't buying it until Zendaya and Anna Sawai showed up wearing almost identical outfits. The internet was stunned. If Anna really approved every look, no way would two stars show up twinning like that. And sure, this kind of thing has maybe happened before, but something about it happening to Zendaya had people convinced. Maybe Anna's not pulling all the strings after all. That moment right there sparked a massive conversation, almost as loud as the buzz around Rihanna pulling up to the Met Gala while pregnant with baby number 3. Yeah, you read that right, baby number 3. It instantly became one of the biggest headlines of the night, but in true Riri fashion, she kept everyone waiting. She was one of the last to arrive, and by the time she showed up, the Vogue livestream had already ended. Not just for her, but even the Kardashians didn't make it onto the stream. Honestly, I wasn't even surprised. Rihanna has a whole track record of being fashionably late to the Met, but when a video surfaced of her just getting to the hotel while the carpet was already in full swing, fans were panicking. It looked like she wasn't gonna make it, but somehow the queen still slid in just in time to snap that iconic photo. She's gonna do it her way, always. And let's not forget about another major Met moment. Lisa from BLACKPINK made her debut this year, and wow, it turned heads. She rocked a custom Louis Vuitton look that stirred up some real controversy. Designed by Pharrell Williams in collaboration with artist Henry Taylor, the bodysuit featured portraits that caused an online uproar. One of the images printed on the outfit had fans convinced she was wearing a portrait of Rosa Parks on what looked like intimate clothing. That didn't sit right with a lot of people. Social media lit up with critics saying it was straight up disrespectful. Louis Vuitton released a statement saying the portraits were people meaningful to Henry Taylor, but they didn't confirm who any of the faces actually were. Fans watching closely caught an unexpected detail on Lisa's Met Gala outfit. The lace used in her Louis Vuitton pants had a pattern of tiny, detailed faces woven into it. It wasn't just a fashion statement, it was actual art. The lace pulled directly from a piece by American artist Henry Taylor, known for painting portraits of people who've been important in his life. In a statement, Louis Vuitton explained that the design was built using elements from Taylor's work. He's painted legendary figures like Barack and Michelle Obama, and renowned artist David Hammonds. And just recently, Taylor even painted Pharrell Williams himself, the current men's creative director at Louis Vuitton, for one of Vogue's May covers. Pharrell and Taylor's collab runs deep. This Met Gala look wasn't their first rodeo. For Pharrell's debut runway show in Paris, they teamed up to embroider Taylor's miniature portraits across suits, jackets, and high-end accessories. So, while Lisa's outfit sparked controversy, the intricate lacework was actually part of a larger artistic vision rooted in real-life connections and cultural icons. So, yeah, the drama around Lisa's outfit has turned into a full-blown debate online. Was it art or was it crossing a line? People are still arguing about whether the portraits on her bodysuit were appropriate, especially since Louis Vuitton hasn't confirmed who exactly the faces were. But one thing's for sure, her team's standing by the look and not backing down. That pretty much wraps up the biggest tea from this year's Met Gala. As always, it delivered chaos, glamour, and a whole lot of drama. From surprise snubs to jaw-dropping outfits, the night was anything but boring. Let me know in the comments, who had your favorite look? What moment had you gasping or cringing? I want to hear it all. If you liked this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrity deep dives. I'll catch you in the next one. You won't want to miss what's coming next. See you soon.